Thank you all for being here today. To start off today's festivities, I would like to introduce Hofstra Vice President and Director of Athletics, Rick Cole, Jr.
Thank you, Stephen. Can everybody hear me okay? Great. What a wonderful day. What a unique day, as I'm sure you all can appreciate. I think under normal circumstances, this place would be filled and be a little crazier than it is now. But with interesting and different times, we're taking a different approach. And a little different, as usually we have some form of microphone, one person to speak at, so I kind of like this better, so Speedy can almost just have a conversation. First and foremost, I'd like to have some gratitude and some thank yous. We are very lucky to be able to introduce our 13th head men's basketball coach. But I'd first like to start off by thanking President Rabinowitz, not only for the support of our current hire, but because of the high expectations he expects of our intercollegiate athletics program by every measure, specifically that of our academic success, our athletic success, and our ability to contribute to the Hofstra University. So thank you, President Rabinowitz. I'd also like to thank the Hofstra President's Cabinet, people I get to work with every day that have a shared responsibility to serve our community. And I have 3 in attendance today. I'd like to acknowledge them. I know that all of them wanted to be there, but unfortunately, because of the last-minute nature of the press conference, with Joe Barkwell, Vice President for Facilities, Alan Kelly, Vice President for Development, Houston Doherty, Vice President Student Affairs. Thank you all for all you do for us. We know you really support, most importantly, our student athletes, so thank you very much. This, all that were involved in the search. A search is never an easy process, but it's all about getting the right result at the end. So to the folks within athletics and our university, so appreciative of you all. And this search garnered a tremendous amount of interest, because Hofstra is a special place and it has a special history with a special athletics program. Many folks, all told us that this was a great job, a highly sought after job, and I believe this is true for many reasons. But one of the main reasons, it was because of the incredible job that Coach Joe Mihalik did as our leader. Joe inherited a program that was not in great shape. It is a great job because of the men that Joe Mihalik and his staff recruited to represent this great institution. It is a great job because the academic success that our men's basketball program had because of the leadership of Joe Mihalik. And on the court, under Coach Mihalik's leadership, we did a lot of winning. Over 140 wins. Joe might remind me it was 141 to be exact, right, Coach? He averaged 22 wins a year, a record-breaking 27-win season, and 3 regular season CAA titles, culminating with the 2019 CAA championship, earning the AQ for the first time in almost 20 years. The greatest part about the job that our head coach did is who the man he is. How he led with the moral compass, how he was committed to doing it the right way. He served as a leader and example for the players and all of us, including myself as the athletic director. He's one of the best men I know in the business, and I'm very thankful that now I get to partner with him in this new administrative role. So before we pass the torch to the next, I want to make sure that we recognize not only Joe, but his far, far, far better half, Mary, for all that they've done. So Joe and Mary, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will certainly have a lot of fun roasting and toasting you for a long time, so thank you. I'd also like to extend my sincere appreciation to Mike Farrelly for all of his work as a valid member of Joe's staff and his commitment and the work he did as he accomplished while he was at Hofstra serving as the acting head coach. Mike is a great man who put his students first, always. Thank you, Mike. And this sure has been an interesting year for all of us across the country, as New Yorkers, as people in higher education. It's been a hard year. But it's been the hardest, I believe, on our students and our student athletes. And they have represented our institution very well. And I'd like to specifically speak about our men's basketball team as we're here for our men's basketball press conference. And we're here with Jalen Ray, who's here, who's a fabulous example of who we are at Hofstra. We are so proud of who they are and what they've done this year more than ever because of how difficult it was. So thank you to all of our athletes, but specifically our men's basketball players who sacrificed and were incredibly prideful throughout the year in representing the brand of Hofstra basketball and your coaches and your university. So Jalen, on behalf of you and your teammates, thank you very much. So Hofstra basketball, we are sitting in a pretty special place. If you look at all the banners, you look at all the championships, our past is special and it's decorated, and it's because of great men like Speedy that have had the privilege of wearing the laundry, of wearing the jersey, of wearing the practice uniform. But as special as our history has been, I'm never more motivated and optimistic that with Speedy at the head, the very best is yet to come. As I mentioned earlier, college searches are very, very interesting. You become very popular as an AD until you're not again. So we with the interest that we've garnered, it was interesting the amazing support that this gentleman next to me has gotten from every person he's touched along his journey. He was a very special player in Long Island and New York City as a young man. Lots of folks ask me, what is he like? What is he like as a coach? What is he like as a person? As a coach, players want to play for him. He develops players. His players respect him and want to learn from him. And in many cases, they want to be just like him. And most importantly, they trust him. I know that Speedy Claxton loves this institution with every ounce of his person. He wants to help players prepare for life like Hofstra helped him. He's committed to helping his players succeed by every measure. And I think that's one of the things that President Rabinowitz liked so much about him. He's committed to their success academically. He's committed to their individual and collective development as people. And he is committed to a high expectation culture with championship behaviors on and off the court. Speedy understands that it is his and our collective job to strengthen and raise the profile of Hofstra University and using the platform of sport to help others. And as a person, simply, he's a wonderful, humble man. Just that simple. When you hear him talk of his family, that is as part of Hofstra as any family there is, you see him get a little emotional, and my guess is we're going to see him get a little emotional. So we continue to welcome the Claxton family and Amber and everybody that's a part of his family, and we know that you join us in the excitement of this special day for you all. Our past included a young Speedy Claxton who with his teammates thrilled our campus on its way to winning championships. They were embedded and a constant presence throughout this community. He, with his talented and special group of teammates, won championships and eventually led to his induction into the Hofstra Athletics Hall of Fame, and ultimately his jersey hanging from the rafters. He represented Hofstra as a first-round pick in the NBA draft, going on to win an NBA championship as a member of the San Antonio Spurs. When his NBA career was over, he returned to his beloved Hofstra as a member of Coach Mihalik's staff. For 8 years, he worked for his coach, his players, and Hofstra, being a part of the men's basketball staff, helping Coach Mihalik lead its resurgence. We know that he's had many opportunities to leave as a sought-after coach and professional, but Hofstra is the only place he wanted to be. I'm thrilled to be able to work with and support Speedy and our student athletes. I expect us to play an exciting brand of basketball with great effort and integrity, with students who represent our school proudly. I know you and your staff, Speedy, will engage, embrace, and infuse yourself in the Hofstra and Long Island community. And as stated, his humbleness is inspiring. And I know today, as I stated, will be an emotional, incredibly special day for Hofstra and Speedy and the Claxton family. When you ask Speedy who he is and what he does, he doesn't say NBA champion. He doesn't talk about his NBA career or as a player. He says he's a college basketball coach. And now he is the new head men's basketball coach at his beloved Hofstra University. So I hope you'll join me, and I know there'll be many a day, Speedy, when this place will be rocking and jamming again like it was these past couple years. And under your leadership, we expect it to be that way again. But I'm most excited about the difference you're going to make in these young men's lives. That's what is special about what we get to do. And we get to make a difference here at Hofstra as Long Island guys. So, join me in congratulating, join me in welcoming, and let's be patient because he's already emotional, and I told him today's the day to be emotional. So join me in welcoming the right number, by the way, as I've clarified to Speedy Claxton, lucky number 13, our 13th head men's basketball coach. We'll take a quick picture.
Thank you, Rick. I ask that you guys please bear with me. Please. This is going to be hard. From the first time I stepped foot on this campus till now, when I signed my NLI over 20 years, I came to Hofstra because this was a special institution. My basketball journey has taken me all over the world, and it was always the goal to come back one day to lead this program. I can tell you this, I wore a lot of names on the front of my jersey. The one that always was near and dear to my heart was Hofstra. Always. Our program is committed to high character. We will represent Hofstra University well and continue the tradition of excellence. We will be an active member of the community, and we are here to help. My vision for the program is to continue empower, educate, and uplift young men for the future. I want these young men to envision their dreams as well as realize them. Our student athletes and coaches will be committed to the overall success of the program in academics, in the community, and in life after college. I've been fortunate to be a part of some very successful teams during my coaching and playing career. We will continue this tradition, and I am excited to start working on our strategy and how we can think bigger. We will be courageous and calculated in our efforts to elevate Hofstra basketball. The banners here represent so much history, and I am proud of having to have played a role. We want to hang banners because we are champions. We will be champions on the court, and in the classroom, and in the community. and more importantly, in life. We will strive for greatness in all that we do. It will take all of us here at Hofstra and in the community to help this program grow, flourish, and succeed. The foundation is set. It is time to build upon it and watch it prosper. We will be all in. Join us and be part of something special. I want to thank my family. You guys know what it is, man. I love you. You always hear from me every step of the way. To my PFL M's, always have my back, and I will always have yours. Coach Wright, thank you for instilling in me what it takes to be a champion. I'm forever grateful. Coach Mihalik, I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't because of you. I love you forever. President Rabinowitz, your vision and love for Hofstra are unmatched. I hope that you continue to support our program and wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Members of the search committee and Rick, I won't disappoint you. I promise you that. Nothing means more to me than this university and our program. I am proud to be your coach. To the Hofstra athletics community, I look forward to working with an incredible group of coaches and staff. To the Hofstra faculty, administration, and staff, I look forward to strengthening Hofstra University and know it will take all of our efforts. I'm excited to get started. Thank you all for coming, and go Pride.
Thank you all once again for joining us today. Let's have one more round of applause for the 13th head coach in the history of the Hofstra men's basketball program, Speedy Claxton.
Steven, can you say a few hellos and then we'll do pictures? Or